Tom, I'm so excited. This is going to be the best Christmas ever. Do you know why? Do you know why?
Let me guess. William and Kate are having another baby? Home Alone 2 will be on for another 12 straight days. A simple black cup of coffee at Starbucks is down to the price of a gallon of gas? Oh, everyone finds out how the Divergent series ends.
Don't say it, don't say it. Don't spoil it for me. One day, I may want to read the whole series, and I don't want you to ruin it for me.
Let's face it, Susan. The last time you read a book was during the reign of Hosni Mubarak. Comic books and flair do not count. Your library card expired when the Berlin Wall fell. You really mean to tell me you read all of the Divergent books?
It could happen. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, Santa's little elf. You're just full of the Christmas spirit. This year, we have the true meaning of Christmas. I'm so excited. The perfect Christmas, peace and quiet. Silent night, all is calm, all is bright. We don't have any psychos here tonight. I want that to be the Christmas carol. Last Christmas, Gotham City was quieter. Do you remember last Christmas? First year shoplifting, car stealing, gone in 60-second cousin with his jailbait wife number 12 drops by. Or should I say, escapes for a visit. FYI, handcuffs and leg shackles do not make good stocking stuffers. Yeah, then your dietitianist, nutritionist, vegetarian vitamin girl with her magic juicing machine shows up. She gives mental illness a bad name. And her poor husband. Oh, Max the mute. Let's just hope he only married her for her money. Tom, let's just be happy with the simple fact that it didn't turn into an episode of Law and Order, Christmas Unit. There were no homicides in this very house last Christmas, and that truly was a miracle on this Elm Street.
Yeah, what an awful Christmas that was. Well, this year looks like it'll be a rerun of last Christmas with all the shopping we have left to do and getting the house ready for your co-worker Christmas party. Woo woo.
No, not this year. No, it's going to be nice and quiet. No long-lost relatives, no juice made from cow saliva, no stolen cars, and certainly no trips to jail. Simple, stress-free, and quiet. And I can just wear my red and white Christmas PJs and have the remote all to myself. Now you need to get into the Christmas mood. Why don't you write some cards or set up your nativity scene or maybe bake some cookies?
Enough, I get the picture. I'm just not in the Christmas spirit. Is it really that noticeable?
Tom, need I remind you that you almost got evicted from Walmart for yelling at the employee of the month?
Well, they shouldn't be putting bathing suits next to the nativity scene. Susan, they had Christmas stuff up in August. They had sunscreen next to Christmas cards. That should be illegal. People should be punished.
Tom, you accidentally ran over the plastic Rudolph at the bank last week. You took a blow dryer to pour Frosty the Snowman in the neighbor's yard. Seriously, are you okay? You're not ready to skip without a rope, are you?
No, I really am fine. I've tried everything. I'm just not feeling Christmassy this year. I just don't get it. It's not there. A peppermint mocha at Starbucks with non-fat whipped cream and peppermint candies crushed on top isn't working. 50% off sales at H&M are not moving like they did last year. Fighting for parking spots, going to Square One, having Christmas sponsored by Coca-Cola or a fast food restaurant, and those prices commercials make me cranky. I think...
Tom, don't answer that door. It could be a group of mime Christmas carolers. Oh, I hate that. Worse yet, it could be one of your third cousins, twice removed here on a spiritual pilgrimage from the ancient Ga people in Africa. Or it could be Dr. Phil. You know he's the Antichrist. Or maybe it's that Walmart associate you assaulted. Oh, I better go to bed before you answer that door. Good night.
Good night.
Tom, I'm here. I bet you weren't expecting to see me.
Jason, my little cousin? After last year, I didn't expect to see you for at least another 3 or 4 years. Stealing cars and hitting people, the last time I checked, that could put you in jail for a few years. Then there's the shoplifting, assault, and...
Well, I came back to see my favorite relative. You really think electric fences, security cameras, dogs, not to mention handcuffs and leg shackles, could keep me away from my favorite cousin at Christmas?
Well, actually I did.
Not to worry. 'cause I'm never going back to that prison again. After serving 6 years and 151 days, I graduated, so to speak. I'm an angel now. I'm on a mission from God.
Whoa, you're on a mission from a god, an angel? Ha! I better stop drinking that latte from Starbucks.
Yeah, it surprised me too. I'm not exactly Mother Teresa.
So, how did it happen? The chair, a heart attack, poison hot dog?
No. If you must know, I was killed by a dove.
A dove? Those cute little white birds? Symbols of peace?
No, genius. I was taking a shower, and I was holding my Dove soap. Then I dropped it and slipped over it, and then boom, lights out.
I get it.
But don't tell anyone how I really died. I want people to think I died in some famous gun battle against angry FBI officers. And remember, even though I'm an angel, I can hurt you. I can hurt you bad.
An angel? Frankly, that's not where I expected you to go.
Yeah, that's what happens when life gets too dark in prison. You turn to God. To be honest, I don't think heaven was ready for me. I kind of got in trouble for the 77th time today. Now, I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's comforting. I get an angel here on probation sent to show me the true meaning of Christmas. That's like Kanye West getting Father of the Year. This ought to be good.
Let's not call it probation. Let's just say I'm on timeout for a very long time. And no, you don't want to know why. So hurry up. Are you happy yet? I've got things to destroy, some messages to deliver, some car accidents to prevent, and...
I get the picture. When will I wake up from this nightmare?
Just watch.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey!
Morning, buddy. Not that I really want to know or care, but just making small talk. So go ahead, tell me. How's your weekend?
Well, sounds like someone's singing a Christmas carol. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is by making snow angels and singing loudly for all to hear.
I don't sing.
Oh, Josh, of course you sing. I've heard you in an elevator. Josh, my weekend was awesome. I made 65 snow angels all over the park. I made 14-foot Christmas tree out of candy canes, and I constructed a gingerbread village with a skating rink and an internet cafe. I found a new recipe for my gingerbread house with pumpkins. What a weird recipe. No one appreciates pumpkins anymore. Why is that, Josh? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
Buddy.
Christmas. We wish
Buddy.
you a Merry Christmas.
Buddy! Normal people don't get excited about pumpkins, gingerbread houses, and candy canes. Buddy, you're sick. Pack your bags and find yourself some help from this addiction. There's a 12-step program for you somewhere. I just know it. And for the record, I hate Christmas. It's the worst time of the year. All that giving and sharing and singing. The shopping mall's filled with shoppers who don't know what they're looking for. Kids crying for toys that make it to the garbage a week after Christmas. I hate Christmas.
Oh, Josh, don't you dare say that! He'll hear you. You can end up on a naughty list for years.
Buddy, it's time someone told you. Buddy, sit down. Buddy, there's no elves, no reindeers, no gingerbread men, and certainly no Santa Claus. He's not real.
Oh, Josh, of course this is Santa. I've seen him. I know Santa. Josh, don't tell anyone, but actually, I'm different. I'm human, but was raised by elves.
You want me to believe you're raised by elves at the North Pole?
Oh, Josh, I knew you understand. I just knew you're a believer. Yes, I am a Christmas elf. I need to tell you a story. By the way, elves love to tell stories. My mother was an elf, specializing in making chips for video games. And on Christmas Eve, she realized that she made a mistake with one of the chips. How she can let Santa deliver defective chips and have all these sad little boys and girls at Christmas? What will Christmas be like with defective PlayStations, Xboxes, and Wiis? The horror!
No, that would be terrible. Christmas with that old noise, chimes, clicks, clacks, wishes, and whizzes. The nightmare. I'm sure she's just gonna live with herself.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. I suffer from hyperactive happiness disorder, or for short, HHD. It makes me want to sing, and sometimes I talk non-stop. So, back to my story. On Christmas Eve,
she boarded Santa's sleigh on a secret mission. She replaced all the defective computer chips, and one stop at an orphanage in Happyville, she finds you, takes you back to the North Pole, and raises you like her own child. That explains...
No, you cotton-headed person, huh? Josh, sometimes I don't know what's up there. Big head that's so empty. Josh, we need to work on your listening skills. But no. Let me tell you a secret. Rudolph the reindeer? He isn't real.
Are you telling me Rudolph isn't real? Oh, the kids! The poor innocent children!
Josh, don't you dare tell them! You'll be on the naughty list for years. And no more Christmas cookies for you. And you'll be invited to my birthday party.
I would never dream about telling all the children in the world Rudolph isn't real.
Now would you let me finish my story? The first day before Christmas, Rudolph was sick. Who was going to deliver the gifts for the kids? My humans. My mom had to think fast. She stayed up all night and made a robotic reindeer to replace the Rudolph. It certainly appeared to be a win-win situation.
Tell me, buddy, is that why other the reindeer would laugh and call them names? So what you telling me is Santa has a reindeer that...
Josh, it's not nice making fun of reindeers who have disabilities.
Buddy, what's in those candy canes? You're talking crazy, dude. Do you need to seek professional help? Because I think I have the number for you. So you're a human, raised by elves, from the North Pole. So how did you get here?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. What? You can tell me. I promise I won't tell. Besides, you wouldn't believe me.
She can't tell anyone. Santa told me I was making the other elves nervous, and that I would share the true meaning of Christmas better if I lived here and got a real job in Indiana. So here I am, trying to spread the real meaning of Christmas.
So you're Santa's stalker?
Is a stalker someone who fills up Christmas stockings? Oh, I hope so. I love Christmas stockings.
You just focus on spreading Christmas spirit. So buddy, what is the real meaning of Christmas?
Why, that's simple. I believe in love, mistletoes, and magic. And most importantly, Christmas is Santa. And I know him. I really, really know him. I know when he was born. I know what he likes to eat. I even know his favorite sock that he likes to wear. I even know his favorite reindeer. I follow him everywhere he wants. One time...
So that was a stupid idea to show you around here. You know, that buddy guy was getting really annoying. That hyperactive happiness disorder gets on my nerves. Buddy's just a little too happy for me. Just the state of happiness gets me so mad. So mad. Sometimes I just want to...
Jason, Probation. Probation. I don't think it would look too good on your record if you pounded a Christmas elf. And I'm pretty sure heaven takes elf abuse seriously. So Jason, why did you bring me here?
I thought, who better to teach you the meaning of Christmas than an elf? Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to show you around here. I guess there's more to Christmas than Santa, reindeers, and elves. People like Buddy make us think Christmas was created for Santa. Oh wait, I know another place where I can show you the meaning of Christmas. Keep watching.
No, Jason, please. I just really want to go back to bed.
It's over. I'm dead. What would it be? The bell? Hanging? The chair? The rack? Water torture? Rehab? That's probably nothing compared to what Dad will do to me. When it comes to punishment, he's very creative. Life is like that sometimes. Sometimes when all is right with the world, the most unthinkable disaster hits you in the head. Mom, do you think Dad's going to kill me?
No, Joy, I don't think your dad is going to kill you. But I don't see a big Christmas gift with your name on it under the tree. I see a bar of soap in your future. Now, Joy, there I was, making a lovely meatloaf for dinner, when I got the call from the principal's office. Mrs. Parker, come to the school as soon as possible. There's a problem with Joy. There's an emergency.
It wasn't me. It was Scott Farkas. Scott Farkas. His lips were curled over his green teeth. And what a name! There he stood with his yellow eyes and made fun of me. So help me, he had yellow eyes.
Scott, what a nice young man. Anyways, Scott was still in the hospital after you beat him. It couldn't have been Scott. You know, Joy, violence is not the answer. Joy, how could you?
I had to. I just had to. Flick said I wouldn't do it. And of course I said, oh yeah? Then Flick said I double dog dare you. Well, now it was getting serious. But I held my ground. I said no, I just couldn't. And then Flick threatened to make me toast if I didn't. Mom, I had to. My life depended on it. Had I not, my life would have been over. I would have had to drop out of school in 4th grade and move to Manitoba or something. Would you want 4th grade to drop out on your conscience? I wouldn't think so.
Just when...
But Joy, you took the music doll to school, that hideous doll. I'll never be able to show my face in public again. Oh, Joy, it's the ugliest doll. You took it for show and tell. Your father thinks it's beautiful, a work of art, a masterpiece. So, why he says this doll could be put in the museum. It's like the Mona Lisa of dolls. So, we have to put it in the front window for all the neighbors to see. Joy, that doll gives me nightmares. So, what happened after that? Mr. Johnson was talking about the fire department and...
Mom, it's Christmas, and Christmas is about getting presents. So, can I get my iPhone 6?
Joy, what happened?
Well, it all happened so quickly. I wrapped up the music doll in a huge bag, and when it was my turn, I proudly went to the front of the class, took off the bag, and played the music. I knew it would be a moment that would burn in my memory for the rest of my life. I brought to school a masterpiece, a work of art, a music doll that came from the Louvre place in France. When Miss Fields saw the music doll, she was horrified. She had that look in her eye. She fainted, and there she was flapping on the floor. When she fell, she accidentally hit the cage with all the mice for our science experiment, and all 6 of the little white mice ran out of their cage. Carrie and Margaret started to scream, and they fainted too. All the kids except Justin jumped on top of their desks. Fred accidentally ran into the table with our class aquarium on it, and it crashed to the floor, spilling 200 gallons of water all over the floor. Poor Miss Fields was still on the floor, now soaking in water, and covered with goldfish and bettas flopping all over her. Danny was running around trying to find Nemo and save the goldfish with his lunchbox. For future reference, don't ever try CPR on goldfish. Not pretty.
So wait, what did Mr. Johnson, your principal, do?
He went and helped Miss Fields off the floor and called the fire department, the police, school nurse, and maybe even the president. Soon, the room was filled with all kinds of people. And then all of a sudden, they stopped, and Mr. Johnson said in a scary principal voice, "Who's responsible for this?" The whole class stared at me, as if I had lobsters crawling out of my ears, pointed and said, "Joy's doll, Joy's doll." Mom, don't tell Dad, but I don't think they liked his doll.
That doll has got to go. Tonight, when we go to the...
Word of this humiliation can easily make life at Orangey Harding School miserable. I single-handedly destroyed an entire 4th grade classroom, sent Miss Fields to the hospital, accidentally liberated 6 white lab mice, but killed 100 goldfish. But Mom, I think Mr. Johnson wants to send me to Australia. He said this would go on my permanent record. Scott Farkas was lucky he was still in the hospital. Do you think this harms my chances of getting an iPhone 6? I didn't mean to destroy the school. It just happened. But it's still Christmas, and Christmas is about getting presents. Presents, Mom, presents. Mom, through all this, I discovered that you can make people forget the past with presents. Christmas comes under a tree. Christmas is getting presents. Why Christmas would be Christmas without presents?
No, Joy, Christmas isn't just about presents or attempted murder of a 4th grade teacher. It's about apple pie, popcorn balls, and getting rid of your father's music doll. That's what Christmas is all about.
This Joy kid is so funny.
How can you say that? Miss Fields almost drowned, dead goldfish, and a kid in the hospital. That's not funny.
Okay, so maybe I'm not good at this whole angel thing, but you try being angel. You know, I did like that music doll, though. You think maybe you could help me borrow it? I could use it to bother my annoying roommate, Gabriel. He thinks just because he got to tell Mary the good news of Jesus' birth, that he's so special. Sometimes I just want to...
Jason, what are you thinking? You're supposed to be an angel sent on a mission from God, sent here to cheer me up and not show me violence.
You're right. Old habits die hard. You don't have to help me borrow the music doll. Now let's keep looking for the true meaning of Christmas.
Are you done yet?
What?
Your seasonal shopping.
What do you think? Months ago. All done and dusted before the first leaf fell. I'm not a last-minute type.
Me neither. You can't lose out like that. So did you get the present?
Of course. Goes without saying. Gotta have it, gotta have it. It's the best you can get. I was one of the first. Probably the first. I was in the store the day it launched. Oh, yes.
Wow. Who have you bought it for? Someone special, I guess.
You bet. For me. Couldn't think of anyone more deserving. The XP 4500 TS. What a beauty. I'm going to be the total envy of the neighborhood.
Did you just say that you've gotten the XP 4500 TS?
That's right, an absolute treasure. I don't mind admitting that I've tried it out. Even though the festive season isn't truly upon us, I couldn't help myself. Had to have it, had to enjoy it.
You said you got the TS, didn't you?
That's right, nothing but the latest for me. The TS it was.
The thing is, the latest is the TX, not the TS. It came out yesterday.
No, I don't believe it.
Absolutely, the Tetra Zion, the TX with the remote control.
With a remote control?
Absolutely, this store had a total run on it all day. In fact, I believe I just got the last one left in Mississauga.
Aw, man.
Anyway, see you at practice tonight.
Oh, that's right, we have practice. I better go over my lines one last time. See you at church.
Tom, by now you should be full of nothing but the Christmas spirit. I've taken you to US, Europe, and Canada, and you're still miserable. Why is that?
No, Jason, I'm not miserable. I've seriously tried everything you've shown me before and always felt lonely after Christmas is here and gone. There must be more to Christmas than the big fat Santa Claus and his elves. There must be more to Christmas than the toy that Joy wants or her mom's love for baking Christmas goods. And there must be more to Christmas than customers arguing and fighting for the latest and greatest electronics.
Well, I could think of one more place where I could show you the meaning of Christmas. But after this, it's over for you. You're on your own.
Seriously? Where can that possibly be?
Over there.
Are you sure, Jason? All I see is a bunch of crazy kids running around and grabbing funny costumes from each other. And Jason, who's that woman, and why does she seem so stressed?
This is Gift of God Church. And yeah, these kids are super hyper. Right now they were getting ready for their Christmas production. And that young lady over there is their Christmas director. So let's see what's going to happen.
Why do I always end up having to do everything myself? Where is everyone? They should be here by now.
Hello? Anyone here? Sorry, we're late. Hello? Maybe you got the time wrong, but I'm sure rehearsal should be starting. Well, someone has been here, and hard at work, too. Here's my costume. I guess I should get ready. I wonder if I could go without wings. Oh, yes, an angel allergic to feathers.
Next year, I'm absolutely not doing the Christmas production. I spent hours searching for the perfect script, but nothing seemed just right. Some too short, some too long, some too preachy. Know what I mean? And don't even get me started on what they can do with the Easter program.
Can I help you?
Oh, look, someone decided to show up.
You mean we're the first people here?
No, I was. You're the second.
I wonder where everyone else is.
I've been asking myself the same thing.
I'm sure they'll be here soon. It's a busy time of year and people have a lot to do.
Including me. I already have a house full of guests, a half-decorated tree, gifts still not wrapped, a few not even bought, and a Christmas play to pull together.
Sounds overwhelming.
It wouldn't be so bad if other people would take care of some of the work, or be where they said they'd be when they're supposed to. It's just so...
Frustrating?
Yeah, to the point where it feels
Like you're the only one who cares how it turns out?
Exactly. I'm going nuts trying to get everything done, while others are so oblivious to what it takes to have a Merry Christmas.
And that is...
Huh?
What does it take to have a Merry Christmas?
Well, At this point, I don't know, and I don't care. I just want it to be over.
Ever wonder why we do this Christmas play every year? Maybe the director's right, and we don't need to do this at all. Besides, we always get the small parts every year, the angels.
No, Alyssa, I think you are wrong. The angels were the ones who got to make the announcements. Announcements to a doubting priest in a temple, to a bewildered man in a carpentry shop, an announcement to a young girl who gave everything, a visit to a dirty, lonely barn which housed cattle, insects.
You're right. The angels kind of gave away the coming to earth of God himself. What did I just say? God leaving heaven, coming to earth? That baby, that beautiful baby, was God. Had always been God. From the beginning of time, God. Ruling from his throne in the heavens, God. Let's go find where everybody else is.
game. The way it all came down to the last few seconds, it was awesome.
It also made us late, and I could be wrong, but I don't think Nadia would accept overtime as a good reason to be late.
But it was the Maple Leaves.
True. Thanks for inviting me over.
It was a nice break from all the Christmas craziness. Hello? Anyone here?
Strange. I thought for sure we would be the last ones here.
Hey, it does say last would be first.
We can't be the only ones here.
Wouldn't be surprised if we were.
Why not?
This time of year, everyone I know is running in 18 different directions all at the same time. Don't think I've seen my family around a dinner table for over a week.
Me neither. For a holiday that's supposed to be so family-oriented, you'd think just the opposite would be true.
Hey, here's our staff. What do you think?
That I'm glad I'm not a sheep in your care. Looks as if I only have one costume.
You were expecting more?
Yeah, I'm a shepherd and the innkeeper that offers Mary and Joseph his stable to stay in.
I guess Nadia couldn't find enough people to convince into being this thing.
No one can't. I volunteered.
Are you nuts? No offense or anything, but it's only a Christmas program, and I know you're extremely busy with your business right now.
I know, but I wanted to, especially as the innkeeper.
Why?
This is the first year I've had where I've made room in my heart for Jesus.
What are you talking about? For as long as I've been coming, you've been an active member in this church. You attended our Sunday school for years.
I sure can put up a good act, eh? But I've been only fooling myself.
What changed?
My heart. Handed it over to the real Christ. I brought a friend from work to the Christmas play to tell him about Jesus.
I never thought of it as sharing the gospel, just dressing up in hot costumes under hotter lights with a bunch of fake sheep.
To me, our message is clear. Christ's birth is real, and whether or not you make room for him in your heart makes all the difference in the world. And as shepherds, you were the first to hear the glorious news, then went out and told others what you saw.
I guess this is more important than I thought of it. Maybe we should go find the others. We can't be the only ones here.
And I think it's crazy.
It would be so much fun.
It would make a mess.
It would make the scene come alive.
It would make a mess.
I think it would be great. Besides the sheep, I could get a donkey, maybe even a camel. What do you think?
Don't get me into this. I don't keep my mouth shut.
Since when?
Since my last comment got me volunteered in this play in the first place.
What happened?
I was complaining about the small Christmas play, that there wasn't enough people participating in our Sunday school.
Let me guess, and Nettie overheard you.
Yep, and before I knew it, I was walking away with a script and a part.
Hey, here are our costumes. Should we get dressed?
It is a dress rehearsal.
Here are gifts too. I want the gold.
I want the gold. Last year you had the gold. What do you want?
I don't care. They're fake.
Yeah, right. Too bad these aren't the real thing. I need some help getting a new plasma TV for my room.
I know my parents never got us enough toys for Christmas. It's so unfair. How about you?
Our parents get us 2 toys every Christmas. One to keep for us and one to give away to someone who needs it.
Why give away anything? Christmas is about receiving.
No, David. Think about it. I know it's hard to think after memorizing a long script. But seriously, this is what Christmas is about. Jesus received all these gifts from the wise men, but he gave the best gift of all, himself. He came to die on the cross. That's what Christmas is about.
You're right. Let's go find Nadia. I think she'll have a heart attack when she hears my idea.
Where is everybody? Come on, everyone, practice. I need Elizabeth and Zachariah on stage now.
Breakfast is ready.
Loaves and fishes again?
I believe it's still your favorite, my dear.
True, but your son seems to prefer wild honey and locusts.
Strange. You must get that from your side of the family.
Speaking of my side of the family, I think it's about time for Mary to give birth to her son.
That's right. I've been seeing a bright star in the eastern sky lately. Do you think that has something to do with it?
Something tells me it does.
I wonder what their boy will be like.
More special than ours, I imagine.
Will God bless them no matter how far they are?
I'm sure he will.
Good job, guys. Mary and Joseph, your scene is up next. Let's go.
Do we have everything, Mary?
I think so.
Extra clothes? Right here, Joseph. Snacks for the trip? Got it. How about some dip to go with those chips? Your favorite. Perfect. Are we missing anything? Our birth certificate? Oh, yes. Here they are. Now we're ready to go and register, Bethlehem. I sure hope we find a place when we get there. Bethlehem will be crowded. God will provide a place, Mary. I know, Joseph. Well, I think we've got everything. Now we're ready to go.
Good job, guys. Can I have angels and shepherds on stage, please? Daniel can help you with the props.
Don't worry. We're here to tell you the good news about Jesus' birth in Bethlehem. This is how you will know the baby. You will find him in a manger wrapped in cloth. Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace to all men. Let's go to Bethlehem and see. Let's go! Let's go!
Hi, God. Sorry, I guess I've just been really busy lately. Nothing personal. Work, family, relatives, Christmas parties, shopping, deranged angels, you know, life. But I'm glad I ended up here tonight and learning about the nativity story and how you came to earth. So, is this the part where I tell you what I want for Christmas?
Tom, I have already given you everything. Every breath you take is a gift from me. Even before you were born, I was planning your days. I know your faults, your strengths, your desires, and I love you more than you will ever know. The encouraging phone calls, that cup of coffee with your best friend, all because I love you. You are my dearest child. You have a home, good friends, exceptional health, plenty of food, and I know all the clothes in your closet. I know the hairs on your head and the shoes you keep hidden under the bed.
Thank you for all these things, God. You're right. Christmas isn't under a tree and comes without bows, ribbons, and boxes. Christmas isn't about getting and trying new products. Christmas isn't about baking and caroling and making gingerbread houses and hosting people for big events. You came down from your glory in heaven to live among people who despised you, yet you loved them anyways. You came down from heaven on a rescue mission to rescue us from our bondages of our sin. Christmas is about a time to remember this independence and freedom. What can I do to ever repay you, God?
Tom, there is nothing you can do to repay me. But what I ask is that this Christmas, let me love you. Let me transform you. I love you too much to leave you the way you are. Just embrace me a little bit more. Pray just a little bit more. Worship just a little bit more. Apply grace liberally. Love your neighbor, and Tom, worry a little bit less. My greatest joy is watching you give more of yourself to me. That's Christmas.
I love you, God. Amen.
Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible said, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a king was born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. While shepherds watch their flock by night, they see a bright new shining star. They hear a choir sing a song. The music seemed to come from afar. Hark now, hear the angels sing. A king was born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. For a moment the world was aglow. All the bells rang out, there were tears of joy and laughter. People shouted, let everyone know there is hope for all to find peace. And then they found a little loaf in a stable all forlorn. And in a manger, cold and dark, Mary's little boy was born. Hark now, hear the angels sing. A king was born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Oh my Lord, you sent your son to save us. Oh my Lord, your very self you gave us. Oh my Lord, that sin may not enslave us, and love may reign once more. Oh my Lord, they had become to doubt you. Oh my Lord, what did they know about you? Oh my Lord, but they were lost without you. They needed you so bad. Oh my Lord, and the church's adoration. Oh my Lord, there came great jubilation. Oh my Lord, and full of admiration they realized what they had. Oh my Lord, you sent your son to save us. Oh my Lord, your very self you gave us. Oh my Lord, and full of admiration they realized what